apparently his wife, Ev, knew that Yoon wanted to direct and was the one that said to him, why don't you direct it? So, they say behind every great man is a great woman. Maybe that's the case with Yoon.
It's always just the script with me, the story appeal. I didn't know the novel, and in fact hadn't even read it by the time they asked me to direct it, because I was waiting to know when we were going to shoot it before I delved into the book. So it wasn't the novel, it was the story of this family, and I'm the father of 4 girls, and this was something I felt like spoke to me about the relationship with the daughter in the film, and also the dynamic between the couple dealing with a child. I just felt like I wanted to play him. I felt like I wanted to be in this movie. That's as simple as that.
I think for me, I mean, like you had said, I think the relationship between Mary and the Swede, that father-daughter relationship, is kind of the core underneath everything that she does. And everyone has such a strong reaction when they see the movie and how rebellious she is. And when you're playing the character, it's kind of, that's just part of it. I certainly liked that about her and was interested in exploring how that generation in that time period was sort of learning how to use their voice and protesting and speaking out.
For the missing teenager, Meredith Laval, for her involvement in the bombing of a post office.
Where is she?
Well, I think she dreams of just a simple domesticated life, and that all that dream gets dismantled, you know, in a very tragic way. She was a very moving character, really beautiful, interesting combination to me of someone who is very strong but also kind of brittle, always fighting against sort of the way people perceived her and trying to understand who she really was. And sort of, I thought she was kind of an aspirant character, someone who wanted to be really good and create something good and have a beautiful life. And then she's sort of baffled by how it all fell apart.
There's an element to Rita, and it exists, that ambiguity exists within the film, where she might not even be real. She might be some figment of his imagination because he's tormented himself so much, you know what I mean? There are little, like, pieces of evidence that she's real throughout, but whether she's real, whether she knows her, whether she ever knew her, it's all ambiguous, and nothing's really answered for you. There's not a lot of closure with that. So I had the exciting and tremendous task of creating a character and deciding who she was, what her story was, what her truth was, and why she's even there.